Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by.
My name is Derek Aucoin. I'm a radio host on 98.5 Cogeco, and also I'm a baseball analyst on TVA Sport. And it's my 5th year hosting this shindig with a great pleasure. I'm very happy to be here. The recipients are amazing. Obviously, we get a lot of nominations every year. It's hard to select a winner because there's so many great people doing great things in Montreal, but this is just, it's always every year an amazing event to recognize these people, what they do, how they make our city better, and that's what it's all about. It's about making our city better, working together, and it's always a privilege and an honor to be here and to meet these inspiring and amazing people.
I'm Natasha Hall from CJAD 800. I host the Natasha Hall Show. I'm here to co-host the Montreal Community Cares Awards this evening. Den Burke was like this larger-than-life character. I'd interviewed him before, but only by phone. I hadn't met him in person. And when I met him in person, I was like, everything makes sense.
Den Burke works hard to shine a light on these people and to bring people together, and I think it's wonderful. So every time he calls, it's very easy for me and for people that I know to step up, and when we help each other out, great things happen.
Okay, so now can we get started?
We can get started.
Because we're here to pay tribute to 14 very worthy MCC award recipients whose community engagement stood out. And it wasn't easy because there's a lot of great people that do great things in our city. And we had hundreds of nominations for these different awards, but we're here to honor some special people tonight.
And for the first time this year, we have a Community Leadership Award for outstanding community engagement at the elementary school level. Le Prix Leadership Communautaire École Primaire. And the recipient isn't one student. It's an entire school of 170 students and their 20 teachers.
Could you please step forward? And the Priory teachers are committed to igniting the fire from within their students as they inspire them to help others who are in need. Priory students volunteered at local food banks and shelters, and as a result, they then became the spark.
Let's hear it for the Priory School. Congratulations. Thank you.
You know, I always say that everybody has a story to tell and everybody wants to be heard and feel like they're a part of something. That's what this night is all about. It's celebrating the people who have done great things for the community. It's about feeling like you're part of something. Make it matter, be the spark.
The MCC Community Leadership Award for outstanding community engagement at the high school level. Our first recipients are a dynamic duo. In fact, they're sisters. These 16 and 14-year-old sisters are determined to show the world that kids can create change. Together, these Beaconsfield High School honor students founded Sparks of Hope in 2013. From making handmade dishcloths with their grandmother to organizing the Drive One for Your Community event with Ford, they raise over $20,000 annually for the school.
That's amazing.
Put your hands together for Isabel and Jane Solosi.
Our next recipient is also a student at Beaconsfield High School, someone who was very busy, grade 10 honor student who has been on the school's leadership committee, get this, since grade 7. She makes it her mission to help new students feel welcomed, and while many teenagers are, of course, hanging out with friends, this woman has made time to volunteer a whopping 40 hours and counting at the West Island Palliative Care Center. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Melina Siles.
You always have time to find something you love to do, and you always have time to figure it out. And especially the fact that it's such a good thing to do, and just get involved. Way to go.
Can't add anything to that.
Our third category this evening is the Montreal Community Cares Student Athlete Award category, le prix étudiante athlète.
Les deux gagnants dans cette catégorie proviennent de la même école secondaire, l'école secondaire Jeanne Mance. And here to present them with their awards is le fondateur, coordonnateur du programme Bien dans mes baskets, Monsieur Martin Dussault.
Bien, c'est deux jeunes qui ont eu un parcours scolaire très difficile. Puis à partir de la motivation, à partir du support qu'ils ont réussi à aller chercher, à partir de leur éthique de travail, ont réussi à devenir finalement des athlètes étudiants. Ça prend des personnalités spéciales pour être des athlètes étudiants. Et ces deux jeunes-là, tant Alomalac qu'Ulysse, ont réussi, à partir de leur parcours, à devenir finalement des citoyens responsables. Et on est pas mal fiers de où ils sont rendus là présentement avec ce qu'ils avaient vécu finalement.
The Paul Frappier Youth Leadership Award for exceptional community engagement at the Cégep University level.
Not only is our next recipient a medical student at McGill University, but she's also passionate about helping others follow a similar path.
As I've learned about the other people who are receiving awards tonight and their initiatives, it kind of makes me feel really amazing to have been included among people doing really amazing work.
To me, this is so important. I feel like our local, small community heroes don't get recognized enough. This is a perfect opportunity to do that and let them know that they're not small heroes to us. They're huge.
Move on into our adult recipient categories. Le Prix Leadership Communautaire, the MCC Community Leadership Award for Adults, pays tribute to members of the Montreal community who lead and promote positive change throughout our city. Our first recipient in this category devotes herself to helping others find and stay on the path to sobriety and a better life. For many seeking recovery, she is the light. She's the spark. She's the light.
Because for so long, I thought that I would never be able to stop using drugs and alcohol. And by seeing others doing it, that inspired me to do it, so that now I'm a living example for other people, and so that they can have a better life.
Thank you.
This next recipient is someone that is very special to me. Not only is he a firefighter and he saves lives on a daily basis, but he also works with prevention. He's also an international humanitarian. He helps with third world countries. He helps with youth that feel like they can't find any other options. And he's also responsible for helping a lot of young minorities get into the firefighter program here in Montreal. A round of applause for Alberto Sion.
Anyone who's involved in or engaged in any kind of cause will tell you that we do what we do because we believe it's the right thing to do. We're not expecting anything in return.
So the next award helped our next recipient change his ways. Today, giving back isn't something he does, it's who he is. Among his many contributions, he guided the Côte Saint-Luc Housing Cooperative, home to over 90 socially vulnerable families, out of bankruptcy and into recognition by the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation as one of Canada's best. He's helped over 100 families benefit from their local community centres and organizations. So please put your hands together for MCC Community Leadership Award recipient, Brian O'Connell.
The three hard-working organizations that are making a difference in our community and who really stood out amongst this year's inspiring nominees. It's time for the MCC Community Organization Award, Prix Organisme Communautaire. Our first recipient in this category is a very busy organization called Trails of Summer. Its founder was a pediatric nurse turned social worker who adopted 3 children, one of whom has special needs. Now get this, she was inspired to create a nonprofit day camp in 2011 for children and teens with autism, developmental delays, mental and emotional difficulties.
1,000 children now have attended your camp. Do you feel like you're a mom to 1,000 kids?
I do, but every day, you know, these kids humble me every time they come to camp. And they just want to be typical, regular kids doing typical, regular things. And children with challenges, they just want to have a regular time at camp, and that's what we're all about.
Congratulations.
Créé en 2011, cet incroyable organisme communautaire transforme des entraîneurs sportifs en coachs de vie. Ensemble, les jeunes et leurs mentors développent des habiletés athlétiques et sociales au moyen du sport. Chaque année, quelques 350 jeunes bénéficient de ce mentorat grâce à l'aide des merveilleux bénévoles et partenaires financiers de l'organisme. Présent ce soir, mon ami Instagram, Fabrice Ville.
Ça fait de meilleurs citoyens dans la société. Puis on n'est pas les seuls à faire ça. Il y a plusieurs exemples qu'on a vus dans la salle aujourd'hui. Oui, pour 3 points, mais Red Rush, son programme via Montreal Community Cares, c'est une chose. Bien dans les baskets, ici dans la salle avec ces jeunes. Alors, on n'est pas les seuls à le faire. Puis je suis heureux de voir que c'est quelque chose qui est reconnu. De voir que quand on fait bien les choses dans le contexte sportif, mais ça soutient les jeunes. J'en suis très heureux.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
And last but not least, the third recipient is Montreal City Mission, known as MCM, an organization that has been extending the hand of hospitality and compassion to the city's vulnerable and isolated newcomers since 1910. With inclusion as one of MCM's core values, programs like Just Solutions Clinic provide free legal help. The clinic has helped many individuals successfully obtain asylum in Canada. Here to accept MCM's Community Organization Award is its director, Reverend Paula Klein. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Pro Athlete Community Engagement Award, Prix d'engagement communautaire athlète professionnel. Well, some people only know our next recipient for his outstanding athletic achievements in track and field. Other people also praise him for his philanthropic activities. His athletic career culminated after 17 years of competition with a gold medal at the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta. Shortly after, he launched his foundation to encourage youth to adopt a healthy and active lifestyle, to set targets, to give themselves the tools to reach their goals. Every year, his foundation awards over $20,000 in scholarships to student athletes across Montreal, right here in Montreal. He may have been quick on the track, he's equally quick to support others as well. This year's MCC Pro Athlete Community Engagement Award goes to Bruni Cern.
Hi everybody, this is Bruni Cern. Thank you for the Community Montreal Cares for this great award. Unfortunately, I couldn't be with you guys tonight, but I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I think it's very important to help the community, help the youngster, and keep doing your good job. Guys, I'm with you.
For our final award of the evening, the 2018 MCC Lifetime Achievement Award, Prix d'excellence pour l'ensemble d'une carrière.
And when you're in your 40s, you might not think you merit a Lifetime Achievement Award. But when you've been actively promoting peace, kindness, empathy, unity, and remembrance over 3 decades, well, it happens that we think you do deserve the
And then some, yeah.
I've known Rocco for about 13 years. He volunteers with the Brain Tumor Foundation of Canada, the Knights of Columbus, the Royal Canadian Legion, exceptional work with our veterans. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present Rocco Speranza.
Now what I'd like to do is get the founder of Montreal Community Cares Foundation and creator of this night and the Montreal Community Cares Award and everything that's happened here. He's a man who's been giving back to our community and the city's youth. He's very, very engaged with the city's youth since the time he was a teen himself. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him. Please put your hands together. Denberg Reed.
You know, there's a lot of different people coming from a lot of different walks of life. And I'm glad to see that an event like this can bring people together. because it's about bringing people together. And once you bring people together, then you can do something positive together.
So throughout the evening, people have been dropping the name Red Rush, but what really is Red Rush? This winter, Mr. Reed held workouts every Saturday and Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. That's earlier than I go to school, so I found this very annoying because instead of sleeping out, I was in the gym doing sprints. But what I've come to realize now in retrospect is that Mr. Reed also sacrificed his weekend mornings to come into the gym so his players could get a couple extra shots up, a couple extra drills in. And I believe over the 5 or 6 months that he held these workouts, he missed one. This kind of dedication, this refuse to lose attitude, is what embodies the Red Rush program.
What are we actually doing? So I would say, if you give whatever it is, could be as little as you think it is, because that's what the spark is. The spark is very small. That spark, that initiative, whatever it is that you're giving, do it with the right reason, with the right heart. I remember saying that last year. But then you make it count. Having said that, I thank you guys for coming out. I thank you guys for being here. I thank you guys for caring. And keep on caring, keep on giving.
Mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, veuillez vous lever pour nos lauréats des Méritants Communauté Montréal 2018. Please stand for our 2018 Montreal